The Backrooms. I think we all knew this video was coming. It's been everywhere at the minute, and I went to see the movie yesterday, and I just wanted to say that, first of all, I absolutely loved it. Any hate that it's getting is completely undeserved. And what people don't seem to understand is that the Backrooms that we know it right now, all the games and the theories and the videos online, isn't the original creator's vision. And this movie was obviously made by the original creator who released the videos on YouTube. Now, obviously, certain things are different, but you have to remember as well, he has to make a movie. And this movie, you know, he can't just turn around to a big studio and say, well, I want to make a film that is solely aimed at the fans of this fandom, right? That's not how it works. And the same thing happened with the Five Nights at Freddy's movie and stuff. And the thing is when you're talking to a big studio and you're trying to get them to give you money to make a movie, you need to show them that you have enough people that are going to see it. And now there'll be people out there that have never heard of the Backrooms before but went to see the movie for the sake of, oh, it's a new horror movie. And this is the thing is, you know, certain movies do it really well, where they are making a film that is, yes, it's about a very large fandom, but it is aimed at anyone who wants to watch it, and you don't need to catch up on all of the lore behind it to watch the film. The Five Nights at Freddy's movie did it really badly, I have to admit. I mean, it's an enjoyable film if you're watching it as a jokey film, both of them, but it's not really enjoyable as a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's itself, and it misses a lot of things, but you know, it wasn't too bad. The Backrooms movie, however, I mean, I know a lot about the lore. I've played all the different games. I've been obsessed with it. You can ask my friends. We'd hop on games and I'd just go, hey, can we play the Backrooms? For like 6 months to a year straight. It was ridiculous. Even the fan-made ones on Roblox and Fortnite and stuff, I was always asking to play them. I've read up on the internet lore, I've watched all the videos and stuff on it. It's one of the things that I really just genuinely love, is that liminal kind of backroomsy stuff. And yes, it didn't have, for example, level run or other levels. It was mainly just the one level, but that's fine. There's no problem with that. In the end of the day, that's what it was meant to be. I do have some theories on it, which I'll cover later, but from now on, full spoilers ahead. But the movie is fantastic. You do genuinely go see it yourself, then come back and watch this video and the rest of the review. But yeah, full spoilers from now. So obviously it focuses on the owner of the Ottoman Empire, this furniture store, and he obviously finds he's going through a lot of issues, and the character himself, if you've seen the movie, you'll know that he's a very angry man, right? He has a lot of aggression towards his life, the world, and he blames everything on everyone else. He's not really taking any blame himself for the position he's in. And this leads him to discovering the Backrooms in the sub-levels of his store. He literally faces through the wall. He ends up taping around the door to show where the entrance to the Backrooms was. And you know, he ventures round, has a look at some stuff. He obviously realizes there's someone there, and then he goes to his therapist and he's turning around and he's saying, like, you don't believe me, well, I'll get proof. And he drags in his two, well, I think one of the girl actually works for him. I think the guy's just her boyfriend, and they take a VHS camcorder down to record it, and he kind of just like sacrifices the guy. There's no reasoning. He definitely could have taken the camera down himself, but he decides to send the boy down, and the boy ends up dying, obviously. And I think that's the first hint to show, like, he's a very, very selfish and angry man. And we learn throughout the movie that the Backrooms copies and pastes and kind of remembers rooms and people as it goes along, until it just becomes this hallowed, shallow version and shell of its former self. And we see other people in there that have been copied, and they're not really sentient. They just kind of exist, and they're not really made of actual flesh and blood. They're made of what looks like fatty tissue, and that's about it. And you know, it's copied a lot of rooms, a lot of people throughout, but when it copies him, it takes all of that aggression from him. it turns him into this monster. Now, understandably, I can see why that would have happened, and I think as the movie goes on, because I believe this is a prequel to this series that we saw, and I know that currently in the lore, the monster on that level of the Backrooms is made of like mold, but I think that maybe that's not where it originated from. I think that the monster in the Backrooms movie is in fact the same monster from those original skits, and I think that ultimately it's remembered again and again and again, this guy as a creature, and it's the same height and stuff, and even if you look at the creature itself, it has what resembles a peg leg, so I can actually see it being a prequel almost to the other footage, which is quite interesting when you think about it, really. Yeah, no, I think that's ultimately where it goes, is it then spreads all out into the other stuff, and I believe that maybe stuff like the pool rooms and stuff, even though it's not directly tied to his version of the Backrooms, maybe it does exist in this universe still, but they haven't found it yet. As we know in the movie, this is a very early stage into discovering the Backrooms. They're still unsure on what it is and how to use it and so on. So ultimately, I do think that's where it stands, is maybe they discover more and more and more, and they find Level Run, and they find the pool rooms, and they find all the other levels, because we've seen neighborhoods and stuff that are kind of trapped in the Backrooms, so maybe that leads to it misremembers until it's that what's the level called where it's all the hills and stuff and there's the houses on the hills. I don't remember the name of the level, but maybe it all leads to that eventually and it becomes much bigger. We might get a sequel in the future. I doubt it, because it ends with a lot of questions to be answered, but that's the point in the Backrooms, is there's no point. So I don't think we will get a sequel, honestly, and I'm happy if we don't, but I could definitely see it becoming some sort of other media, maybe even a TV show that focuses on different people getting trapped in the Backrooms. That could be cool. So yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. It is a fantastic film though, I have to give it credit, and I mean, obviously it was projected to make like 20 million, and then it was projected to make like 40 million, and now it's standing at like $18 million. I think that is only in the US. I'm not sure though. I think that's only figures in the US. I'll have to have a look into that. But it's like Obsession that was made recently. It had barely any budget. It was like $500,000 or something, and it's made millions. And it's made more every week progressively, and I think the Backrooms will do the same thing, especially seeing as these movies are really speaking to my generation. This is stuff that is fresh and new, but existed prior to that. I mean, Obsession's obviously brand new, it's a completely new IP, but the Backrooms has obviously got such a huge following, and I think it's nice to see that studios are taking our generation seriously and allowing younger people to direct movies, and it's going really well. So I think maybe this is the start of a new wave of Hollywood that we'll get to see. And this is the thing, is Obsession and the Backrooms are directly against each other, and yet they're both earning progressively more and more and more money. So in the end of the day, I think that neither one's going to flop. I mean, they haven't flopped already, and we're only a couple of weeks into both of the cycles, but you get the point. I don't think either one's going to come out on top per se. I think everyone who wants to see one of them is probably going to see both of them if they can. But yeah, that's my little rant, so yeah, thank you. Peace.